as always, to God be the glory. It's man, it's such an amazing thing to have this opportunity, like in my position as a coach, to come out, lead, impact, and coach such great young men that we're trying to help mold into men. And as I told the guys in the locker room after the game, I'm so proud of their growth from game 1 to game 11. Man, they've grown so much, and let's take some time over these next couple of days to reflect on it.
We'll open it up for questions for the players.
I got 3 questions, guys, for both of you, so bear with me. You're down 8 early. Just took a while to get the Christmas rush off a little bit.
Yeah, I guess, man. But like we was getting all the shots we wanted, just wasn't going in, and they was hitting some tough shots. So just got to take the cats to them.
I think, we just started. We just had to pick up our defense throughout the game. We started off not really locked in on defense, but throughout the game, our defense picked up, and then when our defense starts going, our offense follows, and that's what happened.
Hardest points to score are the first points of the half. You go almost 6 minutes in that second half. Were you starting to get frustrated a little bit?
I mean, naturally you get frustrated, but man, that's part of what like leaders like me, Sil, and like Jose, man, just stick to the script, just stick to it, and then shots eventually gonna fall.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't in during that time, but it was just.
Oh, you threw him under the bus. Okay.
It was just like we just had to settle down. I feel like we just going up and down. Both teams, I feel like I don't think scored for like the first 5 minutes. We just up and down, and then we finally settled down. So we just had to settle down there.
Last question, guys, and congratulations. You start the AAC conference play Thursday. How big is it to win a game like this to get ready?
Oh, it's big time because you always want momentum hitting the conference. So now it's just like a new season now. So we 0-0, man. It's time to lock in.
Yeah, this is my first season. Obviously, I don't know what to really expect going into conference, but I know this is a good game to show how battle tested we are. I know conference is gonna be up a notch, so this is a good game, testing our toughness and togetherness going down the stretch.
You get behind by 8 early.
Yep.
You finally catch up at 29 each.
Yep.
Was it just the Christmas rust coming off?
Yeah, for sure. And that's like I was saying to somebody the other day, this is like always the hardest time of a year, I think, for a team, because you go from basically being 3 months in, September, October, November, to where you either practicing or playing almost every day. Then you go 4 days off where you're doing nothing, and another 3 days where you're waiting on the game. And so, yeah, it's a little bit of rust, but it's more rhythm, and timing than anything. And as I said to the guys to start the game, we were getting good shots. The shots were going to go, but we weren't as disruptive defensively as we needed to be. I thought we gave them some easy rhythm shots that they made. I mean, that's a good team. And then to start the second half, right, we weren't scoring, but look how it flipped. I think we held them they were 1 for 6 or 1 for 7 to start the second half. And so, just stick to who we are. Let's not lose our identity. But so, yes, it was the rust, but it's also just, getting that timing and that trust back with one another.
Coach, that leads right into my second question. You go 5:45 into the second half. You don't score till then. But your defense keeps them from scoring. They get 8 points, but you're still tiny. How important was that D to catch till the O caught up?
No, it's imperative. Like I said to Selton McGill, and he doesn't feel this right now, and I'm using Selton because he's kind of it's a microcosm of our team tonight, right? Like he came out blazing, right? He played his butt off, but then the ball stopped going in. And I told him, I said, man, you may not feel like this, but I thought this was your best game you've played, right? At least under me, because when the ball stopped going in, you didn't let it affect your energy, your attitude, your connection on that defensive end of the court. That's what's going to make Selton McGill, like he's an all-league player. It's not a question about that. But that's what's going to make him all-league, give him an opportunity to be player of the year in our league because he affects the game in so many different ways.
Coach, 4:29 left in the game. Every possession becomes critical.
Yes, sir.
You guys gotta get you battle tested for conference play, doesn't it?
It does, and I want to give my staff a shout out. They did a great job in that last 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. I think every coach calls it winning time, helping me make the right adjustments, giving me suggestions. Some of them I took, some of them I didn't, but we were on top of it. Making sure we had our offense and defense, offensive and defensive lineups in there. And last thing I want to say is this: I'm just super proud of this group because we played 5 guards for the majority of this game with Sam Hines and Brandon Stroud playing the 5. And, man, them dudes, they battled. They were warriors. So really proud of the mentality that this group took tonight.
Coach, it's like you're reading my notes because I got the last 2 minutes. It was like I want the defensive subs in, the offensive subs in
Yes.
the game. That was crucial too, wasn't it?
No, it's so important. And those are the things, you can practice them all you want in practice, but until you get in the game and you have to make the decision of who's going where, you just never know. I sit in my office. I'm a weirdo like this, right? Like, I'll literally sit in my office and I'll pull up, I'll YouTube like late game situations, right? And I'll coach them based on, all right, did I make the right decisions, And I've lost a lot of games watching YouTube, but just glad we did. My staff and we did a really good job tonight, making sure we made the right adjustments, had the right lineups, and pulled out a hard-fought win. That, I don't know, man. That SWAC is gonna be a bear this year. Man, that thing is gonna be a bear. I told Coach Madlock, don't call us no more.
Coach, free throws down the stretch.
Yes, sir.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes. I'll just say this. Pam Muma, I had lunch with her. This made my first week on the job, and she says, Coach, there's 8 baskets in the Muma Center. We never make free throws. I put a mental note in my head, and we work on free throws every day. And, to go 17 to 21 for the game, 81%, but I don't think we didn't miss one going down the stretch. That's not coaching. That's those guys. That's a testament to the work they put in and the confidence they have in themselves and one another.
Coach, my last question, and I gotta ask it, but if you want to comment it, I'm fine. You're 8-4. You're on a 5-game winning streak. Florida State, Loyola Chicago in there, and I'm the only member of the media here. How frustrating is that to you and your players? That it's almost like you're being ignored.
Well, first off, I want to thank you for being here. I want to focus on you, right? Like, that's what it's about. I could sit up here and say, "Oh man," but let's call it what it is. We're fighting right now. We're fighting for respect. We're fighting for not necessarily attention, but like we've got to give not only our fans, our students, but we got to give our media a reason to continue to come out. Like, are we going to stay consistent? But again, the story's going to be written and it's going to be told one day. When our name is called on Selection Sunday, I'm going to make sure I cut a piece of that net and I'm going to give it to you, because I'm not going to forget who was here December 29th for Alabama State. And that's no knock to anybody else, but I'm going to remember who's here.